Let's just go ahead and accept the reality that's been staring us in the face. Arsenal are going to win the Premier League. The evidence is no longer just compelling. It's overwhelming. We need to look at what's happening right now. These are not straightforward fixtures. Straightforward fixtures. A trip to Brentford is a serious challenge, a genuine test for any side with title aspirations. Arsenal went there dealing with a significant injury list. They rotated key personnel. And they still came away with a clean sheet and a 2-0 victory. That's the mark of champions. Look at the context of this weekend. Chelsea collapsing against Leeds, Manchester City clinging on desperately against Fulham. The landscape of this league has fundamentally shifted. The gap between the so-called elite and the rest has evaporated. And the rest has evaporated. The quality from 15th place up to 2nd is absolutely staggering. You can put 2 wins together and rocket from the bottom half into the European places. It's that congested, that competitive, and yet there appears to be only one team consistently navigating this minefield of tricky fixtures: Arsenal. Liverpool can't seem to do it consistently. Chelsea certainly can't. Even Manchester City are stumbling. Historically, Arsenal's flaw was beating the top sides and then faltering against the so-called lesser teams. Now, we see Chelsea doing the inverse, raising their game for the big clashes, but dropping points where they shouldn't. This fundamental shift is precisely why Arsenal are poised to run away with this title. Games against Crystal Palace, Brighton, Newcastle, Brentford, Bournemouth and Fulham. These are not easy 3 points. They are grueling, physical, tactical battles. And Arsenal keep winning them. Leeds almost completed a stunning comeback against City. City only just scraped past Fulham. Meanwhile, Arsenal dismantled teams in those same kinds of gritty encounters. With Chelsea's defence in disarray conceding late, it just reinforces the point. Arsenal are, by a considerable distance, the most complete team in the division. And it's time we acknowledged it. Their superiority stems from a resilience that others lack. They've sustained injuries to pivotal figures like Odegaard, Saka, Saliba and Gabriel this season, and yet the results keep coming. That's the power of insane squad depth. The foundation is an elite, title-winning defence. Look at Liverpool's back line. It's unpredictable. Examine Chelsea's defence. Individuals might be comfortable in possession, but can be a mess without the ball. Manchester City's defence has looked vulnerable. They have a breathtaking attack, but they're conceding chances. Arsenal, however, have built from the back. As the legendary Sir Alex Ferguson famously said, attack wins you games, but defence wins you titles. Arsenal have that championship calibre defence, but crucially, they've now married it with an attack capable of winning games on its own. Last season, with Saka exhausted, Havertz finding his feet, Odegaard in and out of form, and injuries to players like Calafiori, who contribute so much in attack, the fluidity suffered. This season, even with absences, the firepower is there. Marquinhos was exceptional, a potential man of the match in his last outing. But it's the options that are frightening. They have a striker in Eddie Nketiah who can score a hat-trick in a North London derby. They have Martin Odegaard's creativity and the direct threat of Leandro Trossard from the bench when they need something different. They don't have to run Bukayo Saka into the ground every single week. He can be managed because the quality behind him is real. Gabriel Martinelli's relentless runs in behind. Trossard's clutch mentality in big moments. These are game changers. The team is so complete. While City are squeaking past teams and arguably getting fortunate decisions, Arsenal are putting teams away. We're now deep enough into the campaign with enough data points to make a definitive judgment. I've seen enough of City's vulnerabilities, enough of Chelsea's inconsistency, and enough of Liverpool's struggles to say with conviction, if Arsenal can grind out wins without Saliba and Gabriel, if they can secure 3 points without a fully fit Odegaard or Saka, then this title is theirs. This version of the Premier League is a physical, relentless battle. It feels more like the old-school Premier League than it has in years. It's about duels, second balls, and sustaining a brutal intensity for 90 minutes. Arsenal have the physical profile across the pitch. More importantly, they have the squad depth to maintain that punishing intensity throughout the season. They can afford to be proactive with fitness. A player might feel a slight knock. Instead of risking him and making it worse, they can bring in a player of Timber's calibre. Or shift Ben White over. Speaking of White, his return is a monumental boost. We all know his quality when fit, and against Brentford, he looked back to his athletic peak, completing the full 90 minutes. He offers a unique dimension. While Jurrien Timber has arguably been the best right-back in the league this season, White provides a different, equally potent threat going forward. His performance was a masterclass in two-way play. Only Declan Rice made more progressive carries, and only Rice and Odegaard made more progressive passes. Defensively, he led the team in tackles, clearances, and duels won. 1 assist, 4 tackles, 6 clearances. He was phenomenal. But the performance of Ricardo Calafiori was equally monstrous. He has been immense recently. His intelligent movement, his ability to find pockets of space and get shots away is well documented. Remember that stunning goal against City last season. However, the most significant improvement in his game this season has been defensive. I always believed in his attacking quality, even when others questioned the signing last season, but his defensive work rate and understanding have gone to another level. The shift he put in against Brentford was immense. He is now a physical beast, covering ground, winning the ball back, and contributing at both ends of the pitch. He, along with signings like Marquinhos and Havertz, represents a specific profile. Footballers with elite physical attributes and special unique traits. Calafiori and someone like Lewis Skelly offer different things. Timber and Ben White provide contrasting options at full-back. Gabriel brings a certain aggression, Saliba is the composed metronome, and Declan Rice is the physical monster who also contributes in the final third. This is Arsenal's ultimate weapon, an unparalleled variety of profiles. Martinelli and Trossard are vastly different players on the left. Aka and Maduke offer different threats on the right. In midfield, the blend of Odegaard's vision, Rice's power, and Havertz's movement is a nightmare to plan for. As a manager, how do you prepare for Arsenal? If you drill your defence to handle Havertz's runs and they start Nketiah, the problem is different. If you plan for Martinelli's pace and they begin with Trossard's drifting interior runs, your plans are obsolete. Do you expect the technical security of Timber at right back and instead get the marauding overlaps of a fully fit Ben White? You have to adapt on the fly. This level of strategic unpredictability, fueled by genuine, high-quality squad depth, is what makes them what Mabel. They are the best team in the league because you simply cannot prepare for them. They have a roster that allows for rotation without a drop in quality, introducing new tactical wrinkles week after week. That, more than anything, is why the Premier League trophy is heading to the Emirates.